to your point, your videos are very kind of evergreen, a lot of them, where they can continue making.
They were very also inexpensive to produce. I never really thought about it as like, let's put more money in the videos.
Yeah.
I remember when Mr. Beast, our moms went to Bible studies together, and he came to my office for PR training way back in the day when he has maybe like 15 million views a month.
Wow.
There's a photo of us on my Instagram, just like me, like kind of like hugging on him from maybe 2017 or 18.
Wow,
I made a
crazy.
Roblox account for him. We used to this video. It's like creating YouTubers a Roblox account. The login details don't work anymore. What's going on?
The password?
Yeah. Did you change the password on me? Anyways, I just remember him being like, you should spend more money on your videos.
Yeah.
When we were at do you remember his tournament that he did with a bunch of YouTubers with the airsoft balloons?
Yep.
I won the second one for the $100,000.
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was one of the big creator videos he did.
Yeah, it was super big. Anyways, like it was myself, typical gamer, and then Unspeakable that were on the same team that split it 3 ways. And so he was like, you could put that back in the video. And I was like, bro, that's going to the office remodel for the team members.
Yeah.
He's like, no, put it in the video. And I was like, I don't think we had to put this into content.
Yeah.
Oops.
So you sold your catalog.
It was to scale.
To scale.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's
super upfront and transparent about that. So we created this war chest system, and it was like, okay, well, I want to give 10% of the gross, put in a donor advised fund. So that money has to be given to a 501c3, charitable contributions. I think we've donated maybe 500,000. And it's in
You're saying 10% of the 15 million or whatever you got paid from scale.
Yeah, it's a little bit more than that.
Okay.
So 10% of the gross of that deal went to a donor advised fund.
Okay.
40% went to taxes.
Yeah.
After the 10% though. And
Okay.
then I took about, I want to say 15% owner's comp. So I took about $1 million for me to put into my own brokerage account.
Okay.
I read a book and it was like, look, if you worked really hard on something, it's okay taking a little owner's comp for yourself, but everything else went right back in the business. Buying additional studio space like the one that we're in right now, getting to also bring on a lot of, seasoned team members that have a lot of experience to hopefully create more value. Also, just to give raises to a lot of the people that were here, larger bonuses, potentially even bonus pools based off ad revenue and how well we do in terms of net revenue, stuff like that. So we were like, let's scale, let's go to the moon.
For you, it was an opportunity to keep growing and make more content.
Yes.
It was
and
not like, I made it. Like I got paid and, you were never
No,
thinking
it was
about
like,
that way.
actually, it was like, I haven't made it, but this can help amplify the growth. That was always my mentality.
But like, you don't make money off ad revenue.
Preston and Preston Plays. Yeah.
Okay.
Very, very marginal amounts. The other ones, we were still making ad revenue.
So your business right now is mainly off of brand deals?
Brand deals makes up about 25% of the total income yearly.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah, that's usually $3 to $4 million a year.
Awesome.
What do you think it is, Stix? Yeah, $4 million last year.
$4 million last year in brand deals. What are some cool big brands that you worked with?
There's been so many, man.
I mean, back to earlier, we were talking about the
it.
clean content, right? Like that is a blessing of having clean content is all the brands are going to want to work with you.
And it's just like, they're so fun to be creative with, man. But I mean, right now we got Jojo, Go Squeeze right now. Freaking love them, by the way. We sent them over like all these videos of me like just drinking it throughout the day, and I didn't even know the team was filming me, and they loved it. And I was like, yeah, it's really nice when you authentically love the partnership.
Yeah.
These are Zenny glasses, which we have a 3-year partnership with them right now.
Awesome.
Official glass or eyewear of DB&R. Found out I needed glasses. I had no idea. I went to the optometrist at age 30. I'm 31. Found out I'm basically blind in one eye. I've got amblyopia, lazy eye. This whole time I was like literally kicking ass on Call of Duty, taking names. And I'm like, dude, what happened if I would have had glasses?
Yeah.
I've been crazy. I was like, I walked on a plane's wing twice for a video without glasses.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, so these are just like a couple. I mean, there's been so much. I mean, Nickelodeon, obviously being in the Sonic 2 movie, even though it was for like 10, 15 seconds.
I mean, to go back to you being 4 years old playing Sonic and being in the
dream.
movie, what an insane.
This is so sick. Dude, doing the first ever, doing a brand deal for Fortnite when it first started, Battle Royale.
That's so cool.
Doing the brand deal for TikTok. And I was like, guys, this is going to be a really big platform.
That's so, yeah.
You should get your usernames while you still can.
That's how you're showing your age, by the way.
I know.
You were there before Fortnite and before TikTok. And,
I know.
brand deals are about 25%. Are you redoing that scale deal every year?
No, this was just a one-time thing.
Okay.
Yeah, for a few years. And so it's coming to an end.
So there's ad revenue from the other channels, other social media platforms.
But the majority of our ad revenue came from those 2 main channels.
Okay.
And so there's still probably about $400,000 to $600,000 a month from the other channels, which of course sounds like a lot, but when you have, around $1 million a month in operating expenses. And, sometimes things can be plus or minus, or there's 2 payroll cycles per year. And you're just like, why did we lose $700,000 this month? It's like, oh, okay. It's 2 payroll cycles.
Yeah. So, that's a big thing you kind of just threw out there, but you're spending $1 million a month to be able to run this operation. That's your typical spend.
Yeah, and then it's gone up or down depending on if we've staffed up, if we've went down, if we were bulking more videos, if we had more expensive videos. That's a pretty soft place for it to be around now.
Okay, so then you have AdSense, brand deals,
syndication. So syndicating the long form content onto other platforms like Roku and Netflix, that's pretty big for us. I would say that's around sticks us 700 to maybe $1 million a year.
So like, what have you done? For example, you have some content that's gone on Netflix?
Yeah, there's just a partner we worked with, third party, to license our content, or syndicate rather, not license it, and put it on these other platforms with a larger revenue split deal. That's been really beneficial.
That's really cool. And then merchandising.
Yeah, merchandising was, it's up and down. I mean, overall, like Fire merch for all my babies, I love Fire merch so much. We made that because like the margins on merchandise suck, guys. Yeah. Okay. People were like, why is the quality not great? And it's like, because we make like $3 to $6 on this t-shirt, which is like nothing. It's like, I just wanted a billboard. Like I wanted people to be able to connect with each other because they watch the videos. And we have like so many letters and emails of like, maybe it was the kids in their middle or high school or wherever it was that were unable to make friends. And then they were like, oh, you watch Preston? I like Preston too. And they're like, and then we've been friends for 10 years now. The same way we've made so many friends just playing video games. Call of Duty brought so many of us together, and so did Minecraft.
I met someone at this game we're at DreamHack Dallas is why I came to Dallas. And there was someone that had
come for me.
No, Andy. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. You being down to film was, if you weren't, I probably wouldn't have come. So a lot of people are like, why are you here? I'm like, and I'm not just saying it because of you. I really did come to film with you, and then thank God Temper was also here, so I got 2 episodes, but you are the main reason.
We love the bulking, baby. Let's go.
Well, you're the main reason I'm here, so thank you for getting us. And because we tried last month.
No, dude, you were so patient. You were DMing me nonstop, and I don't check my Instagram DMs. I think that's the only place we had contact.
Yeah.
And so it's because my team, they DM a lot of people for collabs, so I don't want to read or unread any messages.
A lot. You got a lot going on, yeah.
And so it's like, I leave them read for like 2 months, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
No, you don't. Trust me, you are one of the better communicators.
That's crazy because
most people are not very responsive. What I was gonna say is someone had a FaZe jersey of mine from like 2013, and I just like saw it, and like having a piece of merch from that long ago, it's just special. And
it's so special.
It's a cool connection. So I'm sure there's people out there that do bond over having some Preston merch from way back in the day, or Fire merch, or whatever it is. So not everything is about money, obviously. Like the merch part of it, like even to your point, you lose money on a lot. Like with that video you made, 65,000. I'm sure you net lost.
Oh, not that video. That video was stonked.
Oh, yeah. Really?
I mean, it was like 30 million views. So that video probably made like $220,000 in ad revenue.
Never mind.
I mean, but there's a lot of examples. Yeah, I did not do that.
But the point is, you don't take you don't take everything as its own individual. Okay, I put 65,000. Even if you lost money there, you're not gonna care because you have a $1 million a month operation, and at the end of the day, you're looking at the overall number. Not many people have such a big business.
Yeah,
so
you just
it's hard to look at it, unless you can really understand the impact of all the other avenues. But what is the best CPM based on all this? Again, you've tried every type of content, so we all know like money talk, like Shopify stuff and all that has like crazy CPMs. What is the highest CPM you've seen through all these games?
Man, what's really funny is right now, at least, I would say for all the channels ever, the highest RPM. So CPM is the gross that you split with YouTube. 45% goes to YouTube, and then 55% goes to the creator. RPM is what the creators keeps.
Yeah.
And right now, the highest RPM is actually on the Reacts channel.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, what? I was like, the channel that we make money by looking at other people's videos?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's a little bit crazy. I was like, why?
And to go back to your first machinima contract, it was a locked rate at $2 per 1,000 views.
You got $2? I got $1.75.
Oh,
what the hell, man?
Oh, sheesh.
You got $1.75?
But now the RPM fluctuates based on your content, so I think on like the low end is probably like 4 to 5 for gaming, right?
Oh yeah, it's just also varies based on the video length too. Of course, watch time is king. We've had
that's why the React channels are probably so high.
They're not even the longest. So sometimes we'll do like these compilation videos. We've called them movies, and so we'll add some new content, some old content, cut out the lower retention moments, piecemeal it together for like higher. Like quarter seasons where the RPM is better, like in Q4, or if we feel like this content hasn't been seen by a lot of the new viewers that we have now.
Yeah.
And those will obviously do significantly better on RPM, like $25, some up to $45 because of how long they are. Oh yeah, my wife has one
45.
video where it's like 3 million views for a compilation video, and just guess the earnings.
3 million views. I mean, man, I don't even want to guess. Like $400,000.
145,000.
Oh.
That still blew me away though for 3 million views.
I mean, that's crazy. But
that was our take home though. That's not the gross.
Yeah. Okay. That's insane. By the way.
Oh, I know.
But I talked to well, first of all, Unspeakable, which is one of your friends, right?
Oh,
You
yeah.
mentioned like he shared a lot of his stuff, and it's like this guy will like. I made 500K off this video, and I'm just like, bro, it's
He
crazy.
killed
to
me.
see
I was
it.
like, why is your RPM so much higher than mine?
Yeah.
It's like, it's not a thing that I'm jealous. It's just like, but this
you
is
want to
really
know,
nice.
you want to know how you can get up there, right?
Yeah, where you're like, we have like similar content and maybe even similar niches.
Yeah.
What is it that I'm doing differently?
Yeah, I mean, to your point, there's a finance YouTuber that I interviewed for a different video on my channel, and he showed
Stephen
me,
Graham?
No, Jordan Welch.
Oh, and I think I've seen a couple of his
Yeah,
videos on
and
short
he
form.
showed me his RPM.
$2.
Yeah, his RPM on it was a drop shipping video.
Oh my God.
Shopify drop shipping. How to set up your Shopify account. This is
70?
back in the day.
50? Oh, back in the day.
90.
Okay.
90 RPM.
Save some for the rest of us.
So he had a 1 million view video that made $380,000. 1 million view video. And I was like, I almost cried on set. I was like, brother, for me, that was like $2,000 max.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like
A 1 million view video was
you
like
have to
2,000 back in the
You have
day.
to make so many, dude.
That's crazy. But
Oh
yeah.
my God.
It's a very interesting game. And again, YouTube changed a lot, and probably the most money you can make probably now, right? The RPMs, I think, are way more generous than they were in the past.
Yeah, they are.
Advertiser spends are a lot better.
There's also a lot more competition, and there's
Exactly.
also more expense. We got inflation, but yeah, that's still significantly better than what they were.
100%. Clearly, you got into Minecraft, Roblox, Fortnite. All of these things, you know, the big creators in those games can make a lot of money through it. So Fortnite, even the item shop itself.
Yeah, support a creator
Forget
code.
about even having a map, but having a supporter creator code. Is that a big revenue driver for you?
It was, I would say, overall, probably generated about 7 figures, probably 1.1 million in total.
Wow.
Since I started making Fortnite content I don't think they did the support a creator till 2018.
I think probably around then. Yeah.
And I didn't even make Fortnite content consistently. It was really end of 2017 to probably end of 2020 consistently.
And that's 5%.
You
right?
get 5% of
That's
whatever
5% of
people
the spend. So,
And mine was kind of complicated. TBNR frags.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of
but
difficult.
that's just, you know, that's you saying you didn't really make much content. You didn't really push the code maybe, but
for
like,
4 years. Yeah.
for you to make $1 million off of that, like, you know, the big Fortnite YouTuber, like, I can never stop talking about how crazy it is, how much Fortnite has paid creators. Unbelievable. So that's $1 million maybe off of Fortnite. Did you ever make any maps on Fortnite or?
No, I never had any successful maps on Fortnite.
Okay, but now I want to hear about Minecraft because I'm very
Let's
unfamiliar.
go!
I'm very unfamiliar with
Have
the
you seen the
Minecraft
scam
game.
videos?
The scam videos?
You haven't seen it?
No, what
Oh,
is
there's
it?
some great ones. It's like the Preston Plays $30 million scam. It's just videos about our Minecraft servers back in the day.
Those deep, dark
I love
YouTube
those,
channels.
dude. I love those.
So
man.
tell me about your Minecraft because, like, again, you're not gonna like this, but I don't think I've ever played Minecraft, and I know that's like
Oh wait,
that's like a sin maybe in this office, but
is my Uber here?
I think my Uber, I'm gonna have to leave. It's your office. Yeah, I've never played Minecraft.
That's crazy.
I know. I never got into it. So I know that there's money there in the servers. And stuff. I don't know how anything about Minecraft works.
I got
So I
you.
need you to dumb it down for me. What is
easy.
cosmic PvP first off?
Yes. All
What-
right. Well,
what
let's
is
get to
that?
where it even started, dude.
Yes,
All right. So I
okay.
mentioned Minecraft, really big survival games because of the Hunger Games movie. There were other people generating a lot of money. Specifically, Mitch or Bayesian Canadian also had a survival game server.
Yep.
Shout out to MC the Fridge if you guys remember. That was the server IP. Essentially, on Java Minecraft, you could make a server, Java development, and then you could have people come to it and then play. And if they wanted to, just like in Roblox games, microtransactions, when it came for ranks would maybe give you priority if the server was full. Maybe it'd give you some cosmetics. Maybe it would give you some, competitive edges. Who knows? It was very similar, I would say, to FIFA packs.
Okay.
If you know the FIFA monetization
yep.
system, right? I mean, obviously getting better players, better stats, higher chance of winning. At least I believe that's how it worked. Never played FIFA, but I studied their monetization
Kind of
model.
pay to win.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit pay to win.
Yeah.
I'm open book.
Yeah.
So anyways, this started and I like made my own survival games or like mini game server and it did pretty good. You know, I made a couple $1,000 a month, maybe like 5,000 the first month it launched. But I mean, I don't even know how many PayPal chargebacks there were. I mean, just like $20 every time you had a chargeback that was unsuccessful. And when you're doing digital transactions back in the day, no way to prove it. So people buy top rank, charge back, and then you're spending more money because they get the 200 or 500 or whatever, how much money it was to buy a rank. I
Yeah.
think the top rank was like 100 or 150. And then they would just get all their money back and then you get charged 20. So it was
Scam.
great.
They're
Sometimes
the
you
ones
lose money.
scamming, not you.
Sometimes,
They
bro,
call you the
that
30
was,
minute
dude.
scam, but hey, you're probably getting scammed.
And then this started, we actually partnered with this, Mr. Wolfels and I partnered with this kid who had a Minecraft faction server. And I was like, what is factions? It was really popular. And essentially you could claim land in the game, use TNT cannons to like raid each other's bases, PvP. It was more kind of like MMORPG a little bit, really fun. And so he cut us in, I think, for 30% each, and he had 40%. I think this kid was like 16 or 17.
Crazy.
And yeah, I mean, then we started making promotional videos on it. Server was doing great. I mean, we were maybe making $20,000 to $30,000 each from our respective splits. It was great. Shout out Extronus if you guys remember it. And then things did not go well with it because we realized, wait, doesn't this kid just have like a public server plugin? Like this is like public, you know, why are we cutting this guy in? Or like he cut us in and it's like, look,
you could have done your own thing.
We're kind of like wanting to go our own way because we have a lot of creative things we would like to implement and it's very bare bone. I mean, it's literally just a vanilla plugin. It's like somebody like just kind of copying your thumbnail.
Yeah.
And so it's like, this is like, we can do way better than this. Anyways, he wasn't interested, so we got scammed on whatever we were owed. Who cares? Because it led us to go make Cosmic PvP, which was an absolute failure. Tanked at the beginning, anyways.
At the beginning.
Oh, dude, it was dastardly. Super big.
I'm sure a lot of prep, a lot of excitement to the launch.
What we did is we were like, everybody loves factions, so let's add custom enchants. You know, Minecraft has its enchanting system. So I know you're a boomer and you don't know. You can enchant things.
Yeah. Okay.
So we were like, what if we made custom ones? And that's why we started. And so we were just like, let's also theme it and let's make it planetary themed. So each planet had its own build. If it was the lava planet, the ice planet, we just thought it was like really cool thematics and we loved it. And we just were trying to make as much value as we could. And the only problem was we just couldn't get people to come play the server. They had no problem playing Extronus, but then they were like, I don't know about this Cosmic PvP.
Really?
You know, is this thing legit? And so I told Rob at that time, who was Mr. Wiffles, I was like, look, here's what we got to do, buddy.
So what was the first month like?
The first month was like maybe like 2,000.
What'd you expect? Like
I was like, we were making like
100,000?
Yeah, like 50 or 100,000, something like that, maybe a little bit more.
And you lost.
We were just like losing money, and we were like, but it's good. And so I was like, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna live stream every day for 1 hour minimum, and we're gonna take that, we're gonna cut it down and post it on our channel. And we're gonna do a red versus blue, like a versus series. So like you get all your viewers to be on your faction, and I'll get mine to be on mine. And then we'll just do like a versus series essentially. And that was really the start of when the organic promotion started to really step up and people started to convert and come play on our server. It was like, all right, we're doing pretty good.
Start making good money on it.
Oh,
and the only way to make money is from purchases.
Yes.
Because on Fortnite, now there's like some formula where you get paid for the amount of people playing on your server. That's not the case in Minecraft?
No, because, you know, it was like the Wild West. So like Minecraft didn't care. They're like, whatever, like you made a server and you want to monetize it. We don't ask. They didn't care. Like you had to buy Minecraft. So they're like, we're not going to take a percentage because also we had to host the servers ourselves too.
Okay.
So we had to pay all the fees, server hosting. You know, they weren't paying for anything. And it got people to play their game and buy their game. So it was kind of a win-win for them anyways.
So is that server still live to this day?
Cosmic Sky is, which is our Skyblock server.
Okay.
It's actually still around.
And what did you end up like? What ended up being like a good month for that server? Once you got it figured out, you figured out the content, you started streaming.
Yeah, a good month was over 1 million.
Wow.
Yeah, especially like December 2014. That was a good month.
2014. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it still kept doing well. I want to say that server grossed over $20 million, maybe $25 million in 6 years. So it did
That's
really
amazing.
good.
And is there any like upkeep? Do you have to pay for anything throughout? Other
Yeah, I
than
mean,
the
we
server
obviously
hosting?
we had a staff team that we wanted to pay, a community manager, server hosting fees, chargeback fees, somebody to help manage the chargebacks, stuff like that. But overall, we were very cash flow positive.
Yeah,
And we were just taking, you know, splitting the monthly distributions between myself, Mr. Wiffles, and then our lead developer.
And to this day, our Minecraft is still a very big revenue generator for a lot of creators.
You know, there are definitely still servers that are doing decent for Java Minecraft, but you know, in 2016, when they were acquired by Microsoft and they enforced the EULA that Notch said he would never enforce, that's when it made it really hard for Minecraft servers because you had to do nothing but cosmetics or you were blacklisted. Crazy. There's some servers, I don't know who, but they figured out how to get around the blacklist.
Wow. So it's a different game now. It's not as easy maybe to make money
Yeah.
as it was in the past. Have you got into Roblox map creation? Because I know, again, that's a huge marketplace too. People are buying a lot of stuff on Roblox.
You know, we did. We made like a... I still work with Rob or Mr. Wiffles a ton, and a lot of people know him from his Rocket League or his Minecraft videos from way back in the day. And so he's just the really, really creative type. And I'm a bit more like split where I love the creative, but I also like the organization and operations, how we can actually make this into a reality. So we made 1 or 2 Roblox experiences, did okay, nothing crazy. To be completely honest, we started by making additional Minecraft servers, Cosmic Prisons, then it was Cosmic Skyblock. And then we shut them all down like in 2022 when they were just kind of at their last leg. Brought back Skyblock like maybe a year ago.
Okay.
Did pretty good because of the nostalgia.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of where we're at right now. So I don't really work on them anymore. I step back. I don't really have any, I don't make any money off of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I was like, just can't split myself too thin. But I would love to get more into the Roblox.
It's the same with a lot of Fortnite creators where a lot of them spent so much time and resources building a map, thinking like, this is it. You know, I see these guys making $1 million a month on Fortnite maps, and then like, it's very hard to convert.
It is. And it's also like, do you have a lot of fun doing it? We did weekly updates on these Minecraft servers for over 6 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
6 years, millions of lines of code.
Yeah.
Like we had so much fun doing it. It was literally like having your own videos. Like, you know, you're putting all this creative work. Do people watch it? Do they watch for long? Same thing, but now you're just making a game. Like by the end of it, it was not factions. It was not Minecraft. It was cosmic PvP.
Yeah.
It was so different. Everything that we took so much inspiration from RuneScape and all of our favorite games. It was just like this creative playground, and people, they loved it.
Yeah.
And we loved it too. So it's like, man, this is so fun. It's a great place that you get to engage with your community. To this day, I still got homies that are now here at TBNR because of that. That started when they were just like maybe playing in high school and having a blast. And
really
now
cool.
they're like actual homies or people that we get to work with on the team, or both.
That's awesome. And I mean, going off of that, you said it's like building a game. Can you explain what Fire Games is?
Yeah, Fire Games, man. Well, after we just made all these different Minecraft servers, I was like, hey, we should probably like put a name to it a little bit here. And I was like, you know, the fire stuff's kind of popular. So like, let's just call it like Fire Games. We actually were working with this company that was called Control Z, and they're still around. They have this really cool game, Dot Big Bang. No monetization on it, but you just click a link, any device, tablet, phone, PC, and you're immediately playing the game.
Wow.
So imagine Roblox, but you don't have to install. Because even Roblox, you got to download the app, or you got to install it if you're playing on PC or Mac.
Yeah.
Don't have to install anything.
Wow.
It's really, 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 really cool.
Yeah.
And you can play on guest accounts. You didn't have to make an account. You just click it.
Wow.
So they just lowered the barrier to entry to like 0, and they offered me like over $500,000 to create different live streams and videos as well as experiences. And so for me, I was like, it's not really about the money, it's about the experience here. So I was like, Rob, I can't do this alone.
Yeah.
And so I brought it back in. I was like, let's make a new entity. And I also invested in the company, and I was like, this could be sick. And so it was actually really fruitful. Some of our games have the most unique players, like over 1 million. Wow. We did like Would You Rather. We brought back like some of the fan favorites, like Money Wars or Bed Wars, stuff like that, and just made it in their platform.
In the third-party platform.
Yeah, and Dot Big Bang.
Okay. So that's what the company mainly made games in?
That's where we started.
Okay.
And then we brought back the Cosmic server, Cosmic Sky, about a year ago. And then throughout, we did some of the Minecraft maps, because we also were just generating like skins. Some skin packs do okay, you know, a couple $1,000s up to like $30,000. It can be crazy. If you get like the hero spot when it comes to the Minecraft marketplace, you can make a tremendous amount of money. Our first hide and seek ended up making over $200,000 on just one map. But ever since then, we didn't really have a lot of success.
Have you ever thought about making like larger games, I guess, to go Steam and go across other platforms? Or is that
We did. We sunk a lot of money into a mobile game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've sunk over $500,000 into a Roblox game that got maybe 200 concurrent players. That was great. I appreciate the losses. You know, I get to carry those over.
Yeah.
Still waiting to offset them. And then also on top of that, I think we had we made this app. It was called StarQuest, and it was just like kind of taking some elements from Cosmic PvP, but it was like a little spaceship. It was kind of like grindy, and you could upgrade the spaceship. It didn't work out.
It's like a whole different
bad.
World, huh?
Oh,
like,
dude, it was.
A lot of people think it's so easy to just flip a switch and all your viewers, not you, but like brands think that. Like brands will come and think like you could just mention their brand name and you're going to get 1 million players on the thing. But
no,
it's really not that easy.
No.
Really very few people can figure out how to convert that. But.
Yeah, exactly. But I would love to get more into it. Have you seen Grow Your Garden in Roblox?
No. I've played Roblox.
How many
once or twice,
concurrent players do you think are playing?
Grow Your Garden?
How many people do you think want to grow their garden?
500,000. 1 million? 2 million? No way. 3 million? 5 million? 10 million?
It was like 6.7 million concurrent
Wow.
players. Concurrent players
What?
yesterday. You're like, hey, yo, I'm here for DreamHack. You know, this Counter-Strike game's kind of cool. Even making a dent in the concurrent players
that's crazy.
compared to a bunch of people buying demon seeds and growing that garden.
Wow, so that's bigger than Fortnite even.
Yeah.
Fortnite is like, I've seen 4 million maybe at the peak, like playing OG Fortnite.
Isn't that crazy? That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy. They're growing the garden. They're growing
Roblox
the
is
garden.
a whole beast that I'm missing out.
I went in 2018, visited their headquarters, And then I was in a presentation with them at Roblox, up in San Francisco. And they, I'm still sure to this day that they leaked their revenue intentionally because they were like showing us a slide. And
Roblox or Grow Your Garden?
Roblox.
Okay.
It was back in like 2017.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, you weren't supposed to see that slide next. And it was like $300 million in their revenue for that year, which was 2017. And now, I mean, they're public.
Well, now they're a public company, right?
Yeah, public company.
Do you know what the number's at now?
Oh my God. Like the revenue? I mean,
Yeah.
it's definitely at least $1.5 billion.
Crazy.
Say $1.5 billion or more.
Roblox is again like I know Fortnite is this huge ecosystem, but Roblox is
Oh, it's so good, man.
Yeah.
It's just like it's so cool. I
very
love Roblox.
interesting.